Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster, and today we are going to be reviewing Assassin's Creed. So before I even start this review, guys, I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys who clicked onto this video. I really appreciate that. Alright, so let's get straight into this review. Alright, so this movie is starring Michael Fassbender as starring Michael Fassbender as Cal Lynch, also Aguilar. So we're gonna get more into that. Aguilar is his character, 15th century thing. Yeah. Also stars Marion Cotillard, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, as Sophia. And then you have the legend himself, Jeremy Irons as Rickon. This movie was written by Justin Kurzel, and one of the writers is Michael Leslie. So Michael Fassbender's character Cal Lynch suffers a horrible childhood and grows up to become a fugitive. Introduced to the Abstergo program, Cal goes on this crazy mind trip to the 15th century where he gets to experience his memories and thoughts of his past ancestor Aguilar, a Spanish assassin from the Assassin Brotherhood. Cal Lynch is brought on into Abstergo to help locate the Apple of Eden, which is believed to be able to control all free will. Okay, so here's my biggest overview of this movie. Honestly, should you watch it or should you not watch it? The movie was okay. The movie was okay. It wasn't spectacular, it wasn't a great movie, and this is just all proving to show that video games should not be tried to be interpreted into movies. It just shouldn't be. Now, I'm one of the guys who actually played Assassin's Creed growing up, and I played a few of the games, so I kind of know the whole core storyline of this thing. And it was just so many errors in this film, just so many. The movie that was seriously a dark toned movie. It's dark. It's dark. It's all over the place. It's just, I don't know. But besides saying that though, there are a few things that I actually did enjoy about the movie, so let's just go ahead and talk about those really quickly. Cinematography is spectacular, it is great. I did love all the action sequences. I loved how it was shot. I loved how everything folded together. That's honestly one of the best parts of this movie, and why a lot of people wanted to go watch it, was for the action scenes and the parkour and the blades and the assassins, and that's the main core reasons as to why people wanted to go watch this movie. But I will tell you this right now, the trailers are 10 times better than how this movie was. The trailers made the movie look a lot better than it really was, to be honest with you. Another thing I did like was all the acting, and then I'm not gonna go too in depth about the acting because those are all top-notch actors you're talking with, so you know any performance that they do will be great. So I enjoyed all of that. It was great. I did like the darker tone that it had. Like I said, it was a really serious movie. It was dark and it was a really serious movie. I didn't mind it, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now there's actually more bad than there is good. In this review, there's a lot of things I did not like about it. So many things were wrong. Not only was the movie really long, but I felt that they tried to add so much from the video game in this movie to the point that they overcompensated a lot of ideas and a lot of things, and it just felt rushed and forced. It felt like a forced movie. It felt as though they were just, hey, you know, trying to say, hey, we can do this. We can do this whole game to movie thing. It just felt forced. It felt forced, and like I said, there's so many elements they were trying to throw in from the games. There were a few shots in there though, and like I said, a lot of action sequences that were very nice. Some of the visual effects scenes were great. Do not get me wrong, the cinematography, everything, that was great. And honestly, for the most part, I found myself paying attention way too much in this movie because I had to force myself to really listen to every single detail because I found myself being confused at points. I was really confused at points. The story was just all over the place, and I felt as though they took like 3 or 4 movies that could have been 3 or 4 potential movies and tried to put it all in one 2-hour film, and it was just too much. The characters, you couldn't really relate to them too much because they didn't really have any backstories, they didn't really have any things for you to go off of. It's just like boom, 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 here and there. It was just not enough for me to go off of. The main problem for this film for me is just the storyline. It was just all over the place. I just didn't like that it wasn't very definitive. It was just here, and it left you with a lot of loose ends and a lot of cliffhangers and a lot of things that didn't make any sense. There's just so much things. Like I said, the only thing I can actually take out from this was the fighting scenes and everything. That was great, but everything else was just a mess. So normally I do not like to agree with Rotten Tomatoes with their ratings, but they gave it about a 23%, and I think I'm gonna have to agree with them on that one. I'm gonna just give it about, honestly, a 5 out of 10. I'm leaving it halfway because there's some minor things I enjoy. Like I said, if it wasn't for the action and the fighting, I would have just been like, this movie's a waste. But there was more bad than there was good. I just don't want to give it such a bad rating, but it just didn't do it for me. I think they did too much. The video games were so much better. The storylines in the video games was a lot better than this, so I just couldn't handle it. And for those of you guys who are maybe still thinking about seeing it, there are no end credit scenes or anything like that, so you're not going to see anything at the end. I stayed till the very end, so you don't have to worry about any end credit scenes. You're not going to waste your time anymore with that. Overall, like I said, it's an okay movie. It's not great, it's not perfect, it has a lot of errors. They can fix it if they do another movie, which I believe they might, because the way how it ended, I'm not going to say anything, kind of leads you up for another movie. So if they do decide to do another movie, then I hope they really work on the story and trying to get everything to flow, because it was not flowing. It was not flowing at all. It was just very skilled. Like you're skipping it's like you're skipping a video and you kind of get an idea as to how it works, but you don't truly know what's going on. That's how it felt like. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed my review to this movie, please leave a thumbs up. Please leave your comments down below and share this with your friends and your family, anybody who's thinking of watching this movie. If you want to see a spoiler review, like I said, hit the like button. Leave your comments down below and let me know, have you seen this movie yet? And if you did you agree with what I had to say? If not, please leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought about this movie. Alright, so I got another movie review coming right after this one, Passengers. So you guys be on the lookout for that. I have quite a few to say. It's gonna be another spoiler-free review, so you guys, like I said, make sure you look out for that. And until the next video, guys, Clockmaster out. Alright.